Hey guys, and welcome back to Mama's Gaming Channel. I'm Mama, and I'm going to do a little bit of a different video today. This is going to be an unscripted video, and I'll talk about it in a sec. But first, I want to make some honorable mentions and a special thank you to Buddy and Fleck, who are my very first patrons. Thank you guys for supporting, and you're donating to a good cause. Now, with this new video, I'm going to be showing you guys my placement matches, or at least a couple of them. They really they have some good topics to talk about, and this is completely unscripted. So I'm just gonna, I'm watching the gameplay right now as you guys are watching it. I'm gonna talk to you guys about what happened here. I'm grouped up with my friends Buddy and Zach, who's Phantom. You guys can see that on the screen. And so we did some placement matches. I want to talk to you guys about what happened and kind of give you an inside look to Mama's mind, I guess you could call that. So we'll just go ahead and get started. So as you can see, we're defending on Watchpoint Gibraltar. We got 30 seconds, and you may have caught what our team comp was earlier. We do have a Torb and a Roadhog, and I wasn't quite comfortable with this team comp. And I haven't played D.Va in a long time, so I kind of felt a little nervous about playing it, and I wasn't happy with the team comp, but I figured we'd just give it a shot and see what happened. So here we go. We got 8 seconds to go. I'm checking where my teammates are. You got Zenyatta over there dancing, and Torb jumps down, and I thought, okay, that was quite the move. I decide to go over with my defense matrix and try to help him out. I do eat a Far rocket, but that's okay. Buddy heals me up. He's playing Ana, and Zach's playing Soldier. So fire starts to go out, and I'm trying to play for my defense matrix value. And as you can see, we lose someone rather quickly, which causes us to consider maybe regrouping. But we do have the high ground, so I do some awkward flying pattern to get up there. I thought someone was up there. That was me shooting. So I do a little bit of defending for the Zenyatta, but Buddy dies, so we lose our Ana. So now we're kind of we're down a few people now, and it's getting really tricky. Notice we have an Orisa. I say, Buddy, you need to hurry up, and he does pull out Winston, which I was happy with that. I'm glad he pulled out Winston. So he just showed up now. And so I come out to try and do some defense matrixing. I see the Hanzo up top, and I immediately dive on him to get him off the high ground. And Junkrat comes to engage, but doesn't actually engage me. Goes after a squishy, and then he comes after me, and I miss the health pack, which just my bad. He runs away, and I let him. I'm trying to stay on the payload and remember the objective. Stay with my teammates. I do call him out, and we do lose Zenyatta, but a Roadhog hooked the Junkrat out. And we're all good. So I back up. I say, guys, I need healing. But, of course, our Zenyatta died. So there is no healing. So I go back for a health pack. Our Torb set up a turret. And he's starting to throw armor packs out now. And Roadhog goes in for this kill and gets pounced on. You can see over there. Zach goes to give him some aid. And I don't have my defense matrix to pocket him. And I started shooting at a barrier for no reason. And then I get pounced on too. So that was just a big mistake on our part. And again, we're really having some issues with this start. We don't have the best team comp, and with Torbjorn not really being existent, and I'm not playing very well with D.Va. So we're working it out. And so now here we are, or here I am. I'm coming back, and I'm making sure that I stay with the team, but there are still people fighting on it, so I decide, okay, maybe I should come in, but I'm going to come in a little slowly. Zach's over there getting whooped a little bit. I throw a defense matrix out at him. Buddy dives in, and Buddy says, hey, we should just back out. They got the point. Let's get back. So I'm the last one out, blocking for everyone. We do lose our Zenyatta again, and with Zenyatta being our only healer, it's getting really tricky to stay alive, especially for us tanks. So Buddy drops the bubble. He gets trapped, and I realize that too late. I put a defense matrix over him as Junkrat blows me up. I do try to nerf it to try and back everyone off to hopefully buy us some time. But again, we're really struggling. We're running triple tank with Zenyatta as our solo healer, and we have a Torbjorn who I don't see him a lot in the kill feed. So this is getting rather tricky. Now Buddy is behind there, and I wanted to go after him, but again I have like low health. It's getting really tricky. They go. Junkrat, sorry, Junkrat and Orisa go after the Zenyatta, and I help him finish him off. I see the soldier up there get healing. I pounce on him, and Buddy has the exact same idea. We didn't even communicate that. We completely punished that soldier. Now we have a break. We have a little bit of rest. We're healing up and everything. And I'm really starting to consider, okay, am I really helping out in this team? Is my impact up? Is my impact positive or negative? I'm not really doing all that great with the defense matrix. Oops, there's D.Va up on the high ground. I fly up there, get off my teammates, and Buddy does the exact same thing. Again, we did not communicate this, but we absolutely punish this D.Va. Get out of our face. I noticed someone's on the high ground, but also our soldier just died. Phantom died, and I tried to save him, but I was too late. And so now we're back again at the payload at that corner. Junkrat is kind of moving erratically. I'm not sure what he's trying to do, so I decide to just get in his face. Orisa comes, and I just go ahead and back off because I was the only one up there. Buddy was out of position a little bit, so he's looking for healing. But I wanted us all to back out, but Zenyatta pulls out his ultimate and kind of stays strong. So I go after that supercharger, so that Buddy is unmolested going up there against the going up against the soldier. Now he doesn't get the soldier, and Buddy jumps up there to finish him off. I don't have healing, so I didn't have any health, so I didn't go help him. Otherwise, I totally would have. So now I'm thinking, okay, how can I get some health? And now we have a Pharah. Yeah, we have a Pharah, and I don't even know that we have a support right now because I thought I heard Torbjorn. Yeah, so I don't know that we have a support, and oh no, we do. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Anyways, so what happened right there was I was going to send my nuke in, and right as I went to thrust and nuke, I got shot and lost my mech, and then I nuked it right up on top, so that was a mistake. But now Buddy and I are going, we're doing kind of a leapfrog style, and I completely botched that duel with Orisa, tried to finish her off quick, but it didn't work. Now I'm completely stuck. I'm out of my mech. I am going to die. Junkrat comes in and just poof, finishes me off. And now we're looking, they are making some good ground, making some good time, and Zenyatta is up there, trying to hold them down as much as possible. I imagine that Mercy probably has her res. I decide to go with Zarya and help keep Buddy alive, because we are really struggling with the lack of healing in our team comp. So now I come in, and Buddy's already dead, I think. So I help Zach, and I say, Zach, we need to hold this down. We can't let them keep moving forward. We need to just keep poking at them, but don't die. We need to stay alive. So Pharah shows up, or Hanzo, excuse me. Hanzo shows up, but gets eliminated. Buddy is still alive, but just barely. I'm trying to keep people off. I'm trying to keep him saved, and I come out to get some charge, and I realize I didn't have my bubble, so I backed up. But then Zenyatta ults up. I come in and say, okay, we really need to, let's finish this Orisa off. And now that their main barrier is gone, actually their only barrier is gone, we go after the rest of them. The Mercy gets the Mercy's pocketing the Hanzo. I didn't get him. He fires off that ultimate, and Zac dies. Bummer. I thought there were going to be no casualties. And then in comes Buddy to jump, and I say, hey, let's go after this Junkrat. We go after Junkrat and completely annihilate her. D.Va comes to his rescue, all too late, and we punish her as well, just getting her out of here. Again, we're trying to keep everyone back. I realized that, oh my goodness, someone was Mercy was healing someone behind us, so we realized it was the Orisa and just went after her again. Soldier ults up with a damage boost, and I get killed, but I took a lot of damage. Buddy also died, so we lost a lot of tanks. Both of our tanks we're really in a kind of a tough spot right now. We need to get in there, but we move in, and my goodness, we are so close. We need to be careful. They're so close to winning. This Hanzo over here by himself gets whooped. We go after, and we just began to press the advantage because we definitely had a man advantage. We began to snowball through after the D.Va nuke. Buddy dives in, and I say, okay, let's go in. Everyone move in, and we completely come in and punish. And I'm thinking, where's the Mercy? Where's the Mercy? Oh, there she is. She just rezzed. I put everyone in with a Graviton, fire some grenades in there, and we absolutely wipe this team out. And boom, that's it. That's the first round. So now I'm going to talk about that last little bit right there. See, the Orisa was very very aggressive right there at the end. She kept pressing forward even though her team wasn't with her, and that was kind of we kind of had the same thing too, where we Buddy and I were kind of jumping out there by ourselves, and of course Zenyatta was doing his best to heal us, but we jumped out there by ourselves, and it just wasn't. We didn't have any support there. We had a very strong backline presence, but not a very strong frontline presence. So Buddy and I working together actually worked out against their Orisa, because the Orisa, again, just pushed way too far. She didn't need to go nearly as far as she did. So now we're looking. Zach decided to get off of DPS. He didn't feel like he was fitting right. Excuse me. He goes to Lucio. Buddy and I stay the same on Zarya. And Winston, our Zenyatta, stays the same, and now we have Soldier and McCree. Now, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit. We have the makings of a very successful dive comp, with the exception of maybe the McCree. The dive comp kind of relies on high mobility, and Zarya kind of she gets her mobility is overlooked because of her bubble shields. That's what I'm trying to say. But McCree is he's a backline hero, and with the dive, we don't really need a backline. We're trying to overwhelm, and so I'm a little bit nervous about the McCree. But again, if the McCree can play well enough, then this team comp can work. So we have kind of a hybrid dive comp, and I tried to explain to Zach that we needed you need to make sure that we get the speed boost every time Buddy jumps in. But as you can see in this match, we're not really going to get that so much, and that really was fine because Zenyatta was really struggling to heal, and that's where Zach was really there to help the healing. So right out the gate, I look for that soldier who ran up. I don't see him, so I catch that fire strike and with my shield to get charged. Buddy jumps in there, and I give him a bubble. He gets the soldier down very quick with a Discord orb. Very nice. Knocked that soldier right off the high ground. Ryan goes for the pin. I didn't catch who was up there. I think it was Soldier up there on the high ground. We did lose Zenyatta to Hanzo, and Buddy goes after the Mercy. So I say, okay, great, let's go after the Mercy. Hanzo's up there. I say, Buddy, let's get him. He misses the jump, and I say, okay, I think I can finish him off. No, I need that Mercy down. I don't have any charge. Go after the Mercy, and he's gone. Now you can see we still have people up on the high ground. Soldier went up and got the Hanzo. Buddy went and killed the Reinhardt, and now we're just waiting with the payload. I'm hoping that maybe I can poke, but then I'm also deciding, you know what, maybe I should hold off and wait. And Buddy dives in. I go to bubble him, but the soldier catches it, and now they have a Bastion, but that's okay. We absolutely wreck that Bastion. He gave me a whole lot of charge from that, and now it's just the Hanzo left, who jumped off the high ground against 6 people. Whatever that was about, I'm not sure. So now we can see, of course, there's an Orisa barrier. We have an Orisa to deal with. The supports kind of get a little pushy there, going in by themselves. So I make sure that they're covered. I go in to get that Bastion off Buddy's back and make sure that Buddy stays alive. I also come back, make sure my supports are good. Hey, let's ride this cart back. Buddy comes back, of course, and I say let's make sure that we stay on the objective. Now, Soldier's coming out and doing a little bit of poking, which we really don't care. That's very good trash damage for us. And now someone went up to the high ground there, and we need to be. I noticed that, so we needed to be careful. I mentioned it to Buddy, but I said, Buddy, let's take care of this Orisa. He jumps in. I'm trying to get a good shot. I get the bubble on him, and then jumping in front, and this Orisa gets immediately punished with our kind of leapfroggy maneuvers. Now, Soldier does ult up, and Zach does a very good counter ultimate to nullify his effect. The Mei comes in and gets absolutely whooped. The Reaper comes around, and he's getting pocketed very well. Now, that Graviton Surge, I did not mean to. Well, I mean, I did shoot it, but I thought Buddy was still alive, and I said, Buddy, why don't you keep. Why don't you Graviton Primal Raise that thing? And so it just kind of missed. Now, I wanted to back up here, but the Zenyatta pulled out his ultimate, and again, we can't communicate, and so I tried to go in, and especially to keep my charge, but It just didn't work. When Buddy died, we lost all of our momentum, and as you can see, we lost half our team. So I said, okay, guys, let's wait here. And this is interesting because, you know, probably all of you guys have played in matches where you can't communicate with everyone, and so getting them to group up doesn't really work. Like you just saw the soldiers running up to the high ground, and we can't communicate with them. We can't tell them to stop. So what we did was we tried to time it to where when the soldier tried to engage, we would engage. And the McCree showed up and the Zenyatta was there, so we just decided to go in. We absolutely punished the Orisa again. Just decided she was our target to go down just because we didn't want them to have barriers. The Tracer's bouncing around, say, who cares? Oh, look, there's a Diva. Absolutely punish her. Now I'm trying to keep our Zen alive, but again, he's been very very tunnel vision-y, frag heavy, I guess you could call it. It kind of goes off on his own and does things. Buddy dives up to get the Mercy, but doesn't get it. I say, Buddy, we need to get out of here. Or excuse me, that's later. Sorry, guys. She reses the Reaper and is like, okay, whatever. But we do lose Buddy, and I say, guys, we need to back up. Let's back up. Let's back up. And I realize, okay, no one can hear me right now. everyone who's talking to me is either back or dead. So I try to save our Zenyatta here, and I get wiped out by a damage boosted Reaper. And now our soldier tried to go in and ultimate, and he gets whooped too. So we get a bunch of ultimates, and so, okay, guys, let's group up. And, of course, our team is not grouped up, but that's okay. I think we have enough of us. We can do this. So I say, Buddy, wait for my mark. We need to let that barrier go down. Barrier go down. I say, okay, Buddy, ready. 3, 2, wait a minute. There's a Reaper up on the high ground. Hang on. Don't go up there. He probably has an ultimate. Buddy, let's wait this out. See what he does. So we're waiting. We have 3 minutes, plenty of time. Soldier goes up. Reaper comes in. I say, okay, guys, watch out. Death Blossom. I bubble Buddy and I get a ton of charge from that. Zenyatta does a counter charge and counter ultimate, and we utilize my charge and just push right on in. Absolutely demolish the 3 people on this team. And so now the Diva comes in, being very very pushy. I don't have any bubbles, so I can't counter that charge, and so, but Diva, we punish her again. Just punishing these tanks. I'm not very good at taking down the supports, but what I am trying to do is keep Buddy. That's kind of my main goal here, is just keep Buddy alive as long as possible. And of course, it's been kind of challenging. I tried to give Buddy that bubble there, and I missed. I caught the Lucio or whatever, and then I accidentally fired that ultimate. That was not my intention. My finger slipped and I pressed it. Zach does Zach drops the beat, excuse me, and so we all try to push in. Mercy does the res, and that's okay because I still have a ton of charge. We still have great stuff, and our soldier does a great ultimate use. You'll see the POTG there. We're pushing this Orisa around, and we take the match. We won the match. So I want to talk about a little bit as you guys are watching the soldier the POTG where he does his ultimate. It's a very good ultimate use, but if you guys need to, you can watch this again. But did you notice how Buddy and I utilized his mobility and my bubbles? We did sort of a leapfrogging maneuver, as I mentioned earlier, where Buddy would dive on a point, and then I'd bubble him, and then I would move forward shooting, and then when Buddy backed up, I would move forward, and as I'm getting shot, I would put a bubble on me, soup up a whole bunch of charge, and start wrecking things. And that's very important to do with this. That's how you properly do an initiation. Just like I mentioned in ROE, I don't know if any of you guys really watched that video yet or whatever, but I briefly talked about ROE in Overwatch, excuse me, not ROE, but initiation, and the way that Buddy was initiating was perfect, where we communicated, and I said, okay, Buddy, when you're ready, I got your bubble. So he jumps in, I give him a bubble, and then as he's doing damage, I move forward. The only thing we were missing was the Lucio speed boost, But again, Zach was really he was struggling to keep the team alive, as the Zenyatta was struggling to keep the team alive, and we didn't really need it because our teams were actually so close together at like all times. We were so engagements were just like right next door, just a few steps away, so we didn't really need it. So I would bubble Buddy. Buddy would do some damage. He'd back up, and I would step forward, suck up a whole bunch of charge, and begin to just start stomping targets that were a threat to Buddy. And as you can see, I kept my eye on him a lot. Now we did a bunch of these matches in one night, and I'll probably I'll probably show these videos more and talk about them also. But for now, that was one of our. I think that was our first one of that night. Our placement match, and it went very well. It had some great things to talk about. A very textbooky kind of very textbooky match. So thanks you guys so much for watching this, and please subscribe if you want to see more. If you liked the video, then please give us a like, or give it a like. I don't know. I can't really talk right now. So give me a like, give this video a like if you liked it. If you'd like to learn more about this channel, or maybe you'd like to support this channel, then go ahead and check out my Patreon page. I will link it in the description below, and you can check out what this channel does, why it exists, and what it's going to do. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is, if you liked this kind of video where I was unscripted and I just kind of talk about the match as I'm watching it unfold and you watch it unfold, then please let me know in the comment section if you think that there are some things that I could improve on. Please let me know. You can be brutally honest. I just ask that you consider that other people will be looking at the comments, so don't use any sort of vulgar words or any like curse words, anything like that. But honestly, I will take any help that I can in this manner. So with that said, guys, thank you again for watching this video, and I hope to see you later in MGC.